Right. Sorry, it may look like I got lipstick on my face, but it's not lipstick, it's just watered lip, you know. So just let me know. I'm talking about the beauty parts of this Wii. Now I have this one, which I like because this one has backwards compatibility to everybody knows there's a memory card in there. So I could like literally take this out, and this is my GameCube memory card, and as you can see, it functions in memory card slot A, and this is your basically this here is your GameCube control ports. As you can see there, these are GameCube control ports. This was actually a good idea because, I mean, GameCube, you can actually play GameCube games on the Wii. The main reason I bought it was for that purpose. And yes, as you can see, I got Mario and Sonic at the London Olympic Games sticker on it. This was because I thought it would have been better off on you than it would be on the blue Wii, which it doesn't deserve any recognition because it doesn't play GameCube games on it, but this one does. It has a fan at the back. It has a fan regulator at the back. This is pretty good for what they've done with it. And there's a power outage. There's a power, and you know these. The red one is marked as the sensor bar, and the power one is with those 4 plug things. You may not see them tidy. And then it's the aerial connection, and then it's got these US thing for sensor rechargeable controllers, which is good because, I mean, you never know when you need to recharge your Wiimote. Which I don't bother to get actual expensive batteries, except rechargeables. You pay a one-off thing and then you recharge them for a while. So that's pretty good. What I like about this console is its features. It's many features. Like, you got an SD card that can actually go into there, which is pretty good for what I reckon. You can also see there's a sync button at the top, so if any Wiimotes go in there, you can sync them onto there. There's a eject button at the bottom with the Wii logo like this, and reset and start it at the top, and I think that's pretty amazing for a Wii system. I actually think the good thing I love about the Wii system is its many features, like the GameCube ports, which is one reason why I love the Wii so much. The other thing I do like about the Wii is Wii Sports Resort. Now, people would say Wii Sports Resort is a party game. You'd be wrong in that. It's actually a fun game, you know, for anybody to join. It can be a party game, or you can play it yourself if you want to. Now, you can put GameCube games in this and Wii games, but this was an answer to what was going to happen in the new generation of consoles. You know, because they was going to say, what console is Nintendo going to do for a new generation? Because PlayStation 2 was still in the market, and, you know, it failed in population, the GameCube did, because it had 4 ports, like, and stuff. And they said the answer was this Nintendo Wii. This was the answer to PlayStation 2 and the Xbox. And that's what made this more popular. It's even more popular than the PS3 and Xbox 360 put together. This is far more superior than any console. And the only thing I don't like about Nintendo is in their magazines, they literally say it's not about graphics. Well, let's put the Nintendo there. Nintendo can lie about the graphics and say it's not about graphics, but I think my honest opinion, my answer to my thing is that Nintendo, you shouldn't be telling Nintendo, you shouldn't be persistent to your console. You know, if Nintendo can make a console, then they shouldn't lie about the graphics. They got pretty good graphics. Check Sonic Killers. They put a lot of graphics in there than the 360 and PS3 together. And yeah, it's basically a more powerful console, and yet they saying it's not powerful enough to hold the graphics when Sonic Generation came out. What? Wait a minute. So you couldn't put Sonic Generations in it, and yet you were able to put Sonic Colors in it? Is that what you're trying to say, Nintendo? That it's not about graphics, yet you lied about it because you allowed Sonic Colors on your system? Yeah, it's not Sega's fault, it's Nintendo. The Sega assumed that they are going to have P's or graphics installed on the Wii, and they can't support the 3D thing. Well, if they can't, at least they could do is make a new Nintendo which supports 3D called the 3D Wii. Yeah, but they decided to scrap it for the Wii U. Another thing I don't quite get, though, is Nintendo seems to be telling a few porkies about their console, like, it's all about graphics. Check your Mario Galaxy 2, Legend of Zelda, Resident Evil games that have actually been brought out on the Wii. Umbrella Chronicles, check games like that, you know. Like, I think that's the one I got with Leon S. Kennedy and Clay Redfield, and I'm sure that's the one in it. Or it's one or the other, and shoot 'em up, and yeah, well, you put graphics into games. You can't lie about that, Nintendo. It is about graphics, otherwise your games would not have existed without graphics. See what I'm getting at? Your games cannot exist without graphics. Of course it's important that you put graphics in your game. Jeez, Nintendo, you can lie about almost anything, but the one thing you cannot lie about is that you're Nintendo and that you should worry about graphics in your game console. That's the way that graphics were made. You know, look at Dreamcast. Yeah, they didn't concentrate on their graphics as much because they were still in the future, you know, revolutionized for the future. Yet you look at Nintendo, they put a lot of graphics in their games. Yet look at them in PS3 and Xbox 360. They don't concentrate too much on the graphics because it's easier to put pixelated graphics into their games. So it's easier and much more simple, especially with PS3. And I don't understand this this one thing called graphics. Why is it that people say it's not about graphics to make a game? That's like saying it's not about love that makes this world go round, or it's not about money that makes this world go round. If it weren't for money, we wouldn't survive. You know, we got off money just like you got off graphics. In a world without money, you wouldn't have consoles in this life. Yeah, I know, by right, I shouldn't be ranting about this. I should be supporting Nintendo. I love Nintendo. I really do, because what they done with Sega, they supported it all the way through. And the same with Mario games and PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 doing the same with Sonic. But if you don't like what I'm saying, then please don't be a fanboy bashing about these three consoles. Just say which is the console that is the best suited for you. Because obviously I would say that the Wii seems to be drawing out in population more because of all these sport games that come out. Like Wii Sport Resort, Wii Sport Plus, and Wii Sport Resort, Wii Sports. You know, you got all these sport games for the Wii. You can't, you know, I know it's not about sport games, but look, there's graphics in those games as well. You can't say that and then lie about it. Right. All I can do is keep being posted and putting videos up meanwhile at this time period right now. And I don't like people banging, so please don't bang. Well, that's it. You know, I don't mean to be rude. I'm just saying that the Nintendo is a good console and that it doesn't suck. Because if people say the Wii sucks, that's like saying, you know, you haven't got graphics on the Wii. What? It's not all about graphics. Yeah, you put a lot of graphics on the Wii. In Mario and Sonic at the London Olympic Games was on it, so I don't know. I will show you the stand, but I decided not to, and the many features, so I'll just leave it at that for now. Sayonara and good night.